Hi, in this video, I share 8 strategies that I use to help me save for retirement. Hi, I'm Felicia, and in this channel, I talk about everything about mindset, making money, and building wealth for now and for the future. These strategies saved me really, actually, because I started early, at a very young age, in my early 20s. And when it happened, it all happens to us in the end, redundancy came in my late 40s. Because I had already planted the seed, not really intentionally, but just by different reasons, I was able to survive the last redundancy. So let's start off with the first one. I share the stuff here so that you can be more intentional and learn from hopefully these posts and put things into action and avoid the pitfalls I had through my journey. But I did get there in the end to be able to retire early, but sharing my experience and knowledge, hopefully you can get there sooner and avoid my pitfalls. So essentially it's all about making money and planning and being intentional on your roadmap. The statistics out there about only 62% of current population are not in a position to retire, not early, not even state pension age. So if I can get out more information out there, I'm hoping that this would help as many people as possible. That's my intention, based on my professional background as a qualified actuary and putting stuff into place since my early 20s. The 8 strategies I used were pension. The first one was pension. In the UK, we have an amazing, in my opinion, a good pension product, state pension. So you pay into it by paying annual national insurance contributions, and 10 qualify in order to get into the state pension, and then up to 35 to get the maximum state pension. I'm Nigerian heritage, so culturally, our parents depend on us children as their pension. But in the UK, that doesn't need to be. So we can just tap into the pension provisions in the UK. You don't have to rely on your children to provide for you in old age. So the pensions is good to maximize if you choose a pension, to maximize that is to, first of all, not to opt out, to opt in or stay opt in. So since 2012, the government has made sure that employers have to provide a workplace pension and contribute 3% towards that. And you're automatically opted in to the pension, and it's up to you to deliberately or intentionally take yourself out of the pension. But because you are getting 3% from your employer, that's basically giving away 3% of your pay. Why not take it? So that's one of the ways of maximizing your pension is to opt in. And also some employers offer this match contribution. So if you put in 5%, they will match that 5%. So it's always look into your staff benefits and just check if that's on offer, and then to tap that and utilize that. Another way of helping you get to early retirement is to do additional voluntary contributions into your pension. That would help you to, of course, put more money into your pension, which is tax efficient, because the pension, the contributions go in before you pay tax, pre-tax contributions from pre-tax income. And whilst they're in the pension wrapper product, it grows tax-free income and capital gains. But at the end, you do get a chance to take 25% as tax-free lump sum, but the rest is then taxed at the end. But whilst it's in the pension wrapper, it is growing tax-free, so it's a very tax-efficient way of funding for your early retirement. For defined contribution pension scheme, you can take that at currently age 55 or age 57. That factor, so you can actually retire before state pension age of 66, 67. It's changing at the moment. So the pension route. There's another route to fund for your early retirement, and that's to make use of the save as you earn schemes that some employers offer to their employees. So it allows you to buy a share into the company. So you put regular contributions, maybe £300 a month, £250 a month, and you buy into that. You buy bits of the shares of the company, and that matures, and it's a very tax efficient way of buying shares into your company you're working for. Another route is to invest in real estate or property. So reduce your expenses so that you have a spare cash left over to siphon away into property investment. And again, buying and holding is a short, slow and steady way of creating wealth over the years. So property is really get rich quick scheme, but it is slow and steady, and it does get you there. Property investment is another way of looking for retirement income. Another way to think about it is when you get bonuses or pay rises, is to put some towards your current lifestyle and put some towards a percentage towards your future, and invest that extra bit of money into something like the stock market or to property investment. So that's, you're paying yourself for now, and also think about yourself for future. So you're buying independence by saving your money and making sure that your expenses is lower than your income. A fifth way we did it was actually when we bought our car. We bought a car, potentially buy a vehicle, buy it new, but have the intention to keep it as long as possible. So in our circumstances, we bought Toyota Previa and kept 20 years. In that way, you buy a car that's one-off expenses and not fall into trouble always renewing your cars every 3 to 5 years. Another trick was to buy a property and maximize 2 lots of income, biggest property you can afford. So because every time you move, pay transaction costs, buy and selling costs, and stamp duty. But if you can buy one property and stay as long as possible, you're saving money on stamp duty and removal costs and the hassle and stress of doing so. So that was another trick that helped us to retire. Number 7 is to intentionally go for a highly paid career. That means perhaps, doing more exams, upskilling, and increase your income, because you can go away and try and save expenses, reduce your expenses, but there's so far you can go so far. So by focus on your income and increasing that by getting more pay rise, upskilling, and you've got more of the gap to then invest that money, that difference, into the stock market or property, real estate. Another thing you could do is to intentionally move to a location where the schools are good, so you can avoid paying school fees. Perhaps move to an area where there's grammar schools and then tutoring your kids to get into the grammar schools, or where they're really a very high standing school, and that would save school fees. So I hope you find these tips useful. These are ways that I managed to save and invest for early retirement. Comment below if you find any of these useful and what you've used for your wealth building. And if you like this, please subscribe and share with your friends and family. Thanks for listening.